Hello, welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. Today we're in Portland, Oregon, and we're talking with Oregon Senator Arnie Roblan. He's from District 5 in Coos Bay.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It's really great to have you here, and it's been great to have you with our Coastal Caucus Economic Summits the last 5 years. So thanks for being here.
Thank you, and thanks to Charter.
Yes.
You had a very successful last legislative session, just wrapped up, and so you've had a chance to come up for air and evaluate it.
Yep.
How did you feel it went overall?
I felt really good. I mean, at the beginning of the session, there's a couple things that we would like to finish, but the real issue we didn't finish the previous session was transportation. Can we get a significant enough transportation package to start actually doing what our grandparents and parents did for us? I mean, the infrastructure that is the roads and is I-5 and all of that stuff was built by a generation before us, and we have an obligation to maintain it and to move forward. And we've had a hard time getting this package that would work, and finally we, at the very last part of this session, we ended up with a package which for the next 6 years is going to start improving and repairing that infrastructure that we all need to transport our products and the goods. We are an export state.
Yes.
Our people make lots of stuff and we send it around the world. And to do that, you got to get through ports and to ports and make things travel. And so I'm excited about that part of the session. Did some nice education things. We ended up with a reasonable education budget. Our hospitals came through for us with respect to our Medicaid population that we extended a while back. And so they've come up with a taxing system for them that allows us to maintain all of those people and the health care they need, and it keeps them out of the emergency rooms, which is very expensive for the hospitals.
Oh, yes.
And so we ended up with getting enough resources to actually balance the budget, come out with an $8.2 billion for education, add some more to higher education. Community colleges got a little less, but they all got the money I think we need to keep going, not necessarily to improve on some of the things we would like to do, but at the beginning of the session we were $1.7 billion short, and we ended up balancing that budget. Pardon?
Stressful.
Stressful. It was very stressful that way in the session. So when you consider what we were trying to do, we wanted to get a new revenue package. That did not come out, but when you look at the fact that we got our revenue to balance with our budget, I was very proud of all the people that were working together to make those things happen. And I've got a group now working on education reform to try to figure out how do we make our education system work even better than it is now, given the restraints that we have. So looking forward to opportunities for that. And the next session, coming up in February, 35 days, our Senate President decided to make that a little different. When we first started this back again when I was co-speaker, we implemented this, and then the voters voted for these annual sessions. It was really supposed to be a balance the budget session, and all of a sudden we started putting lots of bills in it and all sorts of other policy things were happening.
You do a lot of work in those sessions.
Yes, 35 days. So he's cut it down and just said, as a legislature in the Senate, we only get one bill. So make sure what bill you want. And then the agencies get a couple bills, and Senate President and committees get a few bills. So what we're trying to do, and what I think our President's trying to do, is make this session one where we work together more. That we
kind of take it back to what it was originally
exactly.
supposed to be.
And we ask fellow in the opposition parties. So we get sponsors on our bills that are Democrats and Republicans. So we have that short session where we're really trying to work together, balance the budget, and work on things that we can kind of agree on, as opposed to the big issues that sometimes divide us.
Well, and I think that so many voters like to see that from their lawmakers. They really want to see across the aisle, reaching. I think a lot of people are disheartened by the competition and the fierceness that we see sometimes between parties, particularly at the federal level, and I think a little closer to home that is well appreciated.
Yeah, and I think we all know each other. We work together on a regular basis. We come back during the interim. We actually get small little sessions a week long, 3 or 4 days, where we bring our committees together and talk to each other. And most of the bills that go through our legislature go through pretty unanimously. Everybody votes for them because they are things that we know we have to do. It's just a few that we get really cantankerous on, and I think that in these short sessions, the issue was, let's make sure that the balanced budget. I mean, we have a requirement in our Constitution to balance our budget, so let's take care of that in the interim, and then work on those things that we can agree on, those kinds of things that we can show consensus and show people that we know how to work together and develop Oregon the way we all think Oregon should be, and then continue to work during that 2-year period till the next long session and have some real conversations about big, heavy, difficult conversations on policy that we have.
Thank you. We appreciate you being here, and I wish you good luck in the next upcoming session.
Thank you, and thanks for always having been there. Thank Charter for being a part of our ability to bring together our coastal communities and have conversations about what can make us all better off working together.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Dana Cowley. This is Charter Local Edition Northwest.